So, Nafe enjoys coming out of the shadows to cook once in a while. And on occasion, when he does cook, he puts his all into it. I mean, he really does. By the way, he doesn't bother following any recipes, so forget about that. He goes by smell. If it smells like it should be in there, he puts it in there. And, he has this rather sensitive nose. And we have this saying around the house, if his nose knows, it knows. Because it does. So a cooking session with Nafe will go something like this. He convinces me he's going to make dinner. He'll be in the kitchen for hours. He never works quickly. It's a slow and measured process. Measured in the sense that it's calculated, not using teaspoons or tablespoons, because again, it's not a recipe. He prefers just going with whatever feels right in the moment. And thing is that most of what he makes is pretty good. What I can never understand is that when I ask about what's in it, it's like 15 or 20 ingredients, and it's messed up. Not exactly something he repeats, although he does repeat his Caesar salad dressing to a point, which is very good. The other small but very important caveat to Nafe's cooking is that he only seems to cook in bulk. If he's making noodles, for instance, we have noodles for days. And his reasoning is if he's going to cook, he might as well cook for a week. And that's not always a good idea. I mean, I know it sounds like it could be a good idea, but it's not. And it remains in the fridge, and nobody's into cold noodles, When it's all done, he serves us up a delicious meal, although he insists on ratios, saying we should eat certain parts of the dish with other parts so that it tastes just as he intended. I mean, it's Nafe, right? There's going to be a dash of weird in there. After his cooking experiment, he's gone, and I'm left with Nafe! The mess. Like a rhino came into my kitchen en route to its watering hole. It's so messed up. Honestly, I have no idea why there is a slice of tomato on top of this milk container. And why in the world does he have cheese slices cut up on the breadboard in crisscross pattern? Like, what was going on there? And then on one occasion, I see these like burnt up matches all in a pile. Like, was he just playing with matches, or did he somehow use this in his ingredients? It's kind of scary. After my reaction, he asks me to please leave it and that he'll take care of it a little later. And then he disappears back into the shadows from whence he came, forevermore. Yeah, he takes one look at the mess, and I know he has no clue where to start, or at least, that's the impression he gives me. He's good at removing himself from the scene of the crime and saying things like, I'll do it later, or I'm not sure where things belong. His intentions are good, but often, later never comes, or at least it never comes fast enough for me. So do I clean it? Yeah, I do, because for me, later is now. And if it's clean, I can think again. I've learned from these cooking sessions. I'm now less inclined to agree to his dinner plans, unless, of course, it involves a barbecue, because that he's good at. He still leaves a mess, but at least it's under the covers and away from everything. And, he can always deal with that the next time he has a barbecue.